Vedanta topic on the inner light. Today, many people wanted a more devotional topic because devotional bhakti is something which comes naturally to all of us. So I have titled the talk The Kitten and the Monkey. This is an imagery given by Sri Ramakrishna in the Gospel. Self-surrender is today's topic. Sharanagati, we call it in Sanskrit. It's also called Prapatti by Ramanuja. And there are two types of Prapatti. One is the kitten type, the other the monkey type. The monkey has a little self-effort. The kitten absolutely abandons self-effort. So we'll discuss the Sharanagati and its nuances and what we can learn for our spiritual benefit from this lesson of Sharanagati given by Sri Ramakrishna. So yesterday I chanted from the Upanishads because it was Jnana. Today I'll preface my talk with a Stotra, very famous hymn composed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All of you know that Sri Ramakrishna considered Sri Chaitanya as one of the incarnations or avatars, and he was a very great Sanskrit scholar. But he wrote very little, and he wrote a book on logic, Nyaya, which is of a very, very high order. When his guru came to know about this, when he read it, he said, "Oh, it is so good. I also have written a book. From today, I don't think anybody is going to read my book." So Mahaprabhu felt so sad that his guru should have said this. He threw the entire book into the Ganges. That is the kind of self-effacement and the devotion to the guru. But he left with us one stotra which speaks of his great devotion to Sri Krishna, Sharanagati, and the language, those of you know Sanskrit will vouch for it, clearly says what a great scholar in Sanskrit he was. There's a very famous stotra of which I'm very fond, and Swami Prabhavanandaji, the founder of the Hollywood Center, the Vedanta Society of Southern California, was very fond of this. They chant it every day in English, of course. So I will do it in original Sanskrit. Om Cheto Darpanamarjanam Bhavamahadavagne Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam Anandambudivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahudha Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishamiha Janinanuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nathanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Va Jagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmanishware Bhavatad Bhakti Rahitu Kitvayi Ayananda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishwame Bhavam Budho Kripaya Tavapada Pankajasthita Dhuli Sadrisham Vichintaya Nayanam Galadashrudharaya Vadanam Gadgadarudhaya Gira Pulakair Nichitam Vavuh Kadatava Namagrahane Bhavishyati Yugayitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravrishayitam Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahena Me Asrishyava Padaratam Pinashtumam Adarshanat Marmahatam Karotuva Yatha Tathava Vidadhatulam Pato Mat Prananathastu Saevana Paraha Mat Prananathastu Saevana Paraha. This is such an elevating hymn. He ends by saying, whether that Krishna helps me, protects me, leaves me alone, abandons me, tortures me, let him do whatever he feels like doing. He is my Prananatha, he is my beloved of my soul, he and he alone. That is Sharanagati. As you know, there are two very important paths in spirituality to attain the Supreme. It's well known. One is called the Bhakti Marga. The other is known as the Jnana Marga. Bhakti Marga is the path of devotion, and Jnana Marga is the path of knowledge. Interestingly, each of these two margas, which are the two royal paths, Bhakti and Jnana, have respectively Bhakti and Jnana as the paths as well as the goal. In the Bhakti Marga, the goal is attainment of Bhakti, Supreme Bhakti, Para Bhakti to the Lord. And what is the path? The path is also Bhakti. Through Bhakti to the Lord, you attain ultimately the supreme devotion to the Lord. In Jnana Marga, the goal is Jnana and the path is also Jnana. This is one difference between karma and Jnana Bhakti. In Bhakti Marga, the path is Bhakti, the goal is Bhakti. In Jnana Marga, the path is Jnana and the goal is Jnana. But in karma, the path is Karma Yoga and the goal is Aishkarmya, complete abandonment of work. That is why most of the acharyas have regarded karma as an auxiliary discipline which through chitta shuddhi or purification of the heart and mind leads ultimately to jnana or bhakti. This we should remember, that karma is an auxiliary discipline, a necessary, mandatory, important auxiliary discipline, preliminary discipline. What is the place of yoga? Raja Yoga and the Patanjali Yoga. That is a necessary concomitant of all the paths. That is concentration of mind, samadhi, the mind completely getting purified and concentrated on what you think. This is absolutely necessary. Whatever be the path, whether it is bhakti or jnana, you need tremendous concentration of mind. So concentration is a very important aspect of jnana or bhakti. So that runs through all the paths. Even if you are not spiritual, even if you are not religiously inclined, you of course need to have concentration. Swami Vivekananda says, a scientist needs to have concentration to concentrate upon science. Even a person who blackens the shoes, he needs to be extremely concentrated to be able to do his job well. In karma, of course, you need concentration to be able to do karma well. There's a famous quote by Martin Luther King Jr. All of you know that he was very much influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. He says, following Gandhi, whatever work you take up, do it well. Do it so well that you will feel internally elevated and externally the end point of the work will be excellent. Achievement of excellence. Excellence is a buzzword these days. Everybody talks about centers of excellence. Excellences of the human mind and so on. He says, Martin Luther King Jr., if you sweep the streets, if you're a sweeper sweeping the streets, sweep it as well as Shakespeare would have composed his sonnets and plays, as well as Picasso would have done his paintings, as well as Beethoven would have composed his music. With the same concentration, with the same pouring of the heart and the soul, do that work. So that the angels in the high heavens will look down and say, here is a sweeper who swept the road well. That is Karma Yoga. And Karma Yoga necessarily means concentration. You need concentration for every yoga.